You never really notice the moment someone starts leaving your life. It doesn't happen with fireworks. It doesn't come with a warning. Sometimes it happens quietly while you're still trying to hold on. I remember when my friend once told me something after his breakup. He said, "The hardest part wasn't losing her. It was realizing she had already moved on while I was still fighting for us." And the truth is, when someone has moved on emotionally, the signs are always there. You just don't want to see them. So today, let's talk about 10 signs she has already moved on. Not the obvious ones, not the cliches, but the real signs people often notice too late. 1. The communication slowly dies. One of the first signs is silence. Not sudden silence, slow silence. At first, she replies a little later than usual. Then her texts get shorter. Okay. All right. The conversations that once lasted hours now struggle to last 2 minutes. You start sending long messages. She responds with one word. Sometimes she even reads your message and leaves it there, hanging. Psychologists say that when someone emotionally detaches, their communication effort naturally decreases because they no longer feel invested in the relationship. And you feel it. The warmth is gone. It's like talking to someone who is already halfway out the door. 2. She stops asking about your life. When a woman loves you, she wants to know everything. How your day went, what happened at work, why you sounded tired yesterday. But when she starts moving on, your life slowly stops mattering. She no longer asks questions. She doesn't check up on you. You could disappear for 2 days and she wouldn't even notice. And that realization hits hard. Because once upon a time, you were the center of her world. Now you're just background noise. 3. You're no longer part of her decisions. There was a time she would ask your opinion about everything. Her clothes, her plans, her future. Do you think I should take this job? Do you like this hairstyle? But now, she makes decisions without even mentioning them to you. You hear about her plans the same way everyone else does. From social media, from mutual friends. Because in her mind, the future she's building no longer includes you. 4. She becomes strangely cold. One of the most painful signs is emotional coldness. Not anger, not arguments. Coldness. Because anger still means our feelings left. But when someone becomes emotionally numb toward you, that's different. You could pour your heart out, explain how much you miss her, and she just nods. No emotion, no reaction. Relationship experts say indifference often means emotional attachment is already gone. And nothing hurts more than realizing someone who once loved you deeply now feels nothing. 5. She avoids seeing you. Another painful sign is avoidance. She suddenly becomes busy. Every time you suggest meeting, something comes up. Work, family, school, anything. Sometimes she even avoids places where she knows you'll be. Because distance helps people move on. Many people deliberately avoid their ex in order to maintain emotional boundaries and detach from the relationship. And eventually you understand. It's not that she's busy. She just doesn't want to see you anymore. 6. She starts changing her life. You start noticing big changes. New hobbies, new routines, new goals. Maybe she moves to a new place, starts a new job, or suddenly becomes a completely different person. After a breakup, many people try to reinvent themselves as a way to rebuild their identity and move forward. And while you're still stuck in memories, she's already building a brand new life, one that doesn't revolve around you. 7. She looks happier without you. This one hurts the most. You see her laughing again, posting pictures, going out, enjoying life, and you wonder, how did she recover so fast? But the truth is, sometimes people start emotionally moving on long before the breakup actually happens. By the time the relationship ends, their healing already started, and you're just now catching up to the pain. 8. She surrounds herself with new people. Suddenly she has a new circle, new friends, new environments, new experiences. You see pictures of her with people you've never met before. Because building a new social life is one way people distance themselves from the past. It helps them create a world where the old relationship no longer exists. And slowly, you're erased from her daily life. 9. She stops reacting to you. Remember when she used to get jealous? Or emotional when you talked about other girls? Now, nothing. No reaction. No curiosity. No concern. You could tell her you're dating someone new, and she would simply say, "Okay." Because the emotional connection that once made her care is gone. And when someone truly moves on, they stop reacting to things that used to matter. 10. She looks at you like a stranger. The final sign is something you can't explain. You just feel it. When you see her, the connection is gone. No spark. No familiarity. Just two people who once knew each other. Now strangers. Maybe she smiles politely. Maybe she asks how you're doing. But it feels different. Because the love that once existed between you has become history. And at that moment, you finally understand. She didn't move on overnight. She moved on step by step while you were still holding on. Final thoughts. If you recognize these signs, it hurts. No one prepares you for the moment you realize someone you loved has already moved on. But here's the truth most people learn too late. When someone leaves your life, the best thing you can do is not chase them. It's to start moving forward too. Because sometimes the person you're holding on to is already gone. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner your healing begins.